single of Chelsea and a single of Jordan. Single first.
Hey, how's it going?
So,
Yes.
how do you feel? How long has it been since the show or since the film wrapped to now?
It's been about 2 years to the date. Oh, so how do I feel? Right, how do I feel? What a heavy question. No, I feel great. It's funny how like I filmed a few movies and then you forget about them and then all of a sudden they come out and they come out all at once and it's like it's hard to remember what am I talking about, which character was this, but I'm really excited about this one because this was a very special role for me. The character I play is just she's just extremely complex and complicated, and she's this girl of 18 who has the mind of a 12-year-old at times and sometimes the mind of a genius, and it's a funny balance and contradiction to walk. So I'm happy, I'm excited. It's all good feelings.
So how can you remember back 2 years ago when you were working on this, how it was working with like Alexandra and with Crispin and everyone else?
Absolutely. I mean, you know,
But I believe I have.
it's funny when you play a family because you have to have that, you have to have that that relationship, that history. You have to feel that these are people who have lived with each other for so long. And as indie movies, you don't always have so much time to bond. But the cast was so phenomenal. We're thrown into a room together, and it just works and it just clicks. And it's nice to work with actors that you feel good going to set, and you want to encourage them. And when you're working together, you want to get the best performance out of them, and they're trying to help you get the best performance out of your own character. So I mean, I loved it. Alex is still one of my good friends. She comes over for dinner all the time. We let the dogs play, and it's nice to have someone who we played such close sisters, and I feel like we're still close in real life.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then, so that's based off of a novel. Were you familiar with the book beforehand? Did you read it during?
I was familiar with the author beforehand, but I had not read We Have Always Lived in the Castle, the book, prior to finding out about the script. I read the script, and then I picked up the book immediately, and I loved it. And I loved the tone of it. I loved this. It was like this bizarre world, and it was almost it was dark and foreboding, but yet it also has this sort of fairy tale glaze over it, which is a really interesting combination. So then I read the book, fell in love with it, and Skyped with the director and did everything I could to try and charm her and get the job, which I did.
Well, obviously. So, is directing in your future? Do you plan on writing, producing?
That's I don't know. I'm young. There's time. I've really enjoyed directing my friends in self-tape auditions, which maybe is the first step towards directing, but we'll see. I got time. I'm open to it.
Well, enjoy the festival.
I appreciate it.